Hello, you beautiful bitches. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for clicking this video. You know I appreciate you. Welcome back, but if you are new here, please make sure you like, subscribe, do all the YouTube thingies. You know I need all the help I can get over here trying to build this channel. And, you know, there's not a lot of engagement. You know, we got a lot of weirdos being stalkers and stuff. So, like, look out for your girl. Let's get into the video. Hello, you beautiful people. As always, it's going to be a little noisy, but ironically enough, as I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, you know, something big in my life, and, you know, I think talking it out is probably best, right? That is what I have my YouTube channel for, and, you know, you guys usually give some pretty dope advice. So, ironically enough, nobody is here except for his youngest brother, who, you know, kicks it in his room and pays Tyra zero mind ever, right? So, like, I don't have to worry about, you know, I don't know, just because I'm gonna get a little personal in this video. So you might want a little, you know, get a little cozy, you know, get some jammies on. You know, I know we're watching a chess game here. I think it's really cool to watch, even if you don't get it, because I don't get it and I love watching it. And we can listen to me try to figure out my love life. My love life at 44 years old. You know, first thing I will say is I should have been married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like even dealing with this, right? I say to myself, like, I should be married, you know what I'm saying, and settled down. And obviously that would have changed the course of my life dramatically had I stood married back in 2008, and, you know, like any of those things, right? But here we are, you know, here's my life, like a crossroads. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I don't know. Well, I don't remember ever getting into a serious relationship that had a crossroads like this. And I don't know if that means automatically, like, okay, it's just not meant to be. Like, okay, throw in the towel. Like, I don't know if that's what that means. But at the end of the day, like, I have to figure this out because I am, you know, 2+ months in, and I absolutely adore this man. You know what I'm saying? He's a wonderful, wonderful person. I'm blessed to have even met him. You know, I couldn't say more good things about him. But, like, we're at a crossroads in our relationship, and I feel like I'm too old to be at this crossroads. So I'm really going to need your guys' help on this. I know the haters are going to have a field day. They're going to, you know, God knows what they're going to come up with. But anyway, that's here nor there. Please sound off down below, because your girl really is going to need some advice on this one. I've been recording for 3 minutes with Cottonmouth, so I am very, very sorry about that. Again, I am alone, basically alone. And I'm never alone. And of course, it's Saturday night, and my lame ass is at the crib. But that is really who I am. And I think that's what the fucking problem is, guys. You know, I have never been a party girl. I think if you would define party girl as someone who goes out, you know, a couple Saturdays a month, you know, well, in my 20s, right? Like, maybe I went out once or twice a month, and I partied on maybe a Friday and a Saturday. Like, the baby, you know, my oldest son would be with his Nana or his titi or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And, like, maybe I'd have the weekend, but, like, it was once a month, you know, maybe twice a month. And I've just never been a party girl. Now, am I someone who likes to hood out, right? Like, be outside, be with my friends, and, you know, just, yeah, like, be in the streets. Yes, that was me my whole life, right? Until I got older, and, like, that whole, like, Being in the streets mentality just went out the door. You know, things changed in my life in 2016, and like that just has not been part of my life in so many years, right? It's 2025 almost now. So yeah, basically, let's just say whatever little partying days that I did have, right? Like they ended in 2016. And now, you know, I have been in a situation where I, you know, was homeless living outside. And when you're outside living, you know what I'm saying? You're outside all day, all night, right? Like you're out there, out there. And then, you know, you end up with somebody that, yeah, you know, you're sleeping under a roof, right? But like at the same time, that's what you do all day and night. Now, I'm not out there drinking and, you know, partying, and I'm not out there doing that. So like I don't see it as doing like anything naughty, right? Like I'm not gangbanging, I'm not drinking and doing drugs, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not being naughty. So, like, what is the big deal? It's summertime. It's great weather. Here we have this, you know, park that's right around the corner, and hanging out, you know, in the great weather is like life, right? Especially coming from Florida. It's so fucking hot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I really have enjoyed the weather here in Chicago. It was even nice today. But, like, the reality is the people who are at that park every day that I'm with every day, they're there to party, you know, they're there to hang with their friends and chop it up and have, you know, 50 conversations and drink and smoke and whatever else they want to do. And you know what I'm saying? Like all these things, right? But like that's not what I do over there. I mind my business. I stay to myself and I watch YouTube and I'm on my phone. You know, let's just say fuck watch YouTube. Like I'm on my phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my phone in a little corner of the monument or on a bench, or you know what I'm saying, minding my motherfucking business, you know, the same business that pays me, enjoying the music. Maybe people are being funny, you know, whatever I'm listening to, right? Like just having people around me and being outside and not being in the house. And I think that is the ultimate like issue in my relationship. You know, my boyfriend is an outside person. I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fine, you got to be outside. Like, when he's inside and laying down all day, no. You know what? He has health issues, period, for a 42-year-old man. Like, just major health issue, right, in general. But, like, his back is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really fucking is. Like, he has to fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's really hard to explain, but, like, I get it, right? Like, you gotta be out there. But no, he's a drinker too. You know what I'm saying? He's out there to party too. You know, he's one of the people that I'm maybe laughing at as I'm listening to a conversation that he's having with somebody. You know what I'm saying? While I'm sitting out there. Like, no, he's part of that party. Nobody just sits around in the corner except for me. I'm different, right? Like I'm different than anybody that goes up there. Nobody goes up there to sit on their phone. That's just the bottom line, okay? They don't. And I do, right? I do. I go out there to catch the air and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, just be surrounded by people and not be stuck in the house, you know? Because that's how I've lived my life for 5 years straight, you know, stuck in the fucking house in that heat, or just not wanting to leave the house because that's something that I can be used to, you know what I'm saying? So now that the weather has changed, obviously, I don't need to go catch air because like I can walk outside and catch air and bring my happy ass right back into a warm house. That's just the reality of it. Like I don't need to be layered up and sitting outside, you know what I'm saying, on my phone. I don't feel that need now that it's cold. I don't go there for friends. I don't necessarily go there for conversation. I don't go there to drink. I don't go there for any particular purpose that requires me to be outside. I literally just enjoy the weather and sat on my phone while I was outside all this time until now. You know, when I tell you that we were so similar, it seemed like in every fucking thing that came up, right, for like the first month and a half. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, like little 16-year-olds booed up at the park and kissy face and, you know, huggy duggy and all the, you know, gross little, like, I can't even believe that I did that. Like, I haven't done that since I'm a young girl, you know what I mean? But like, that's how it was with him. And the reality is too, we are so fucking different. We are so different. And I have never connected so much with somebody for it to not last but for 2 months. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always lasted. Like, if you connect, right? It's the weirdest thing. It's the craziest thing. And when you're an adult and when you're someone who's just like not willing to deal with certain things, you have to, I don't know. You know, not even to get mushy here, but it's like, it's a fact, right? Okay, I like, fuck that bitch. But the reality is, you know, I had a friend that I loved with my heart, soul, and everything inside me, right? And all I wanted her to know ever was, you are better than this. You do not have to stay in this kind of relationship. You are not damaged goods. You are going to do good in life. You can do this. You can do that. You don't have to settle for less because of. And it's like, why would I put so much energy in doing all of that cheerleading, even though it was just for, you know, months or whatever, right? But like, truly, like, because I loved her with my heart and soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, cheerleading that shit on. Why would I not stick to that myself? And it's not like I'm fucking miserable. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with us. It's just we're just not vibing the way that we were. So weird because you're an adult and you're like, okay, so like, is it just what it is? Because it's like, it's personality wise, right? Like, or it's like just the way he is about certain things. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been in relationships that have gone a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And there's just certain things I'm not willing to budge on. Motherfuckers talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's a liar faced, because I'm sure he wants to do better, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody wants to do better. But like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that just aren't matching things that I shouldn't budge on. I'm 44. I've been through some really fucked up relationships. I've had my heart broken. I've broken hearts. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's been so messy or dramatic or, you know, anything serious. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. For real. Like, nothing, you know what I'm saying, traumatic or anything like that. But like, I've been through hell when it comes to men, and you know, things should have worked out and they didn't, but I don't know, and I just don't feel like I'm supposed to settle. But then it's like the issues are really not that fucking important, because I really don't care. But then it's like, but it's not acceptable. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what I'm talking about even. I feel like a fucking teenager, except for I'm dealing with real life adult issues in my head, right? Because I'm obviously not telling you 80% of what I should or could be telling you, right? So it's like, I don't know. It's the craziest thing. It is so difficult to be in a new relationship at the age of 44. Let's not forget, I was single for 6 fucking years before. You know what I mean? Like, that's a long time to be single. And then I'm changing my life. I'm changing who I am as a person. You know, I'm bettering myself. And I don't think that would have happened without him. Truly. Like, dude. He has really, really kept me from doing things that I know I had no business doing or I didn't have to do. It didn't have to happen. And it didn't happen because of him. And it just continued to stick with me. You know what I'm saying? It's like when your friend, not friends, I'm sorry, when your boyfriend is someone who's friends with everybody and their mama and can't walk down the street without talking to somebody. It's almost like you can't be a bitch. You can't be a fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go around mean mugging like I have my whole motherfucking life. When you're with a happy-go-lucky motherfucker. And that really has. It's changed my life and for the better. You know what I'm saying? I'm so grateful for that. There's a million great things about him. You know, there really is. But there's just certain things that just shouldn't be acceptable. And then I'm sitting back like, you dumb fool. Are you really 44 and fell for the wapty bam that, like, boys pulled on you when you were 16 years old? You know what I mean? Was I that girl who, like, sat there and just listened to the boy talk about, like, what they're about and shit? But then, like, things changed, right? And it's like, oh, wait a second. That's not what we talked about, though. But then I really don't fucking care. But it's not acceptable shit. You know, I think it's the not acceptable shit that obviously is the most important. And that's why it keeps coming up. But, like, it just in general, personality-wise, or, you know, just how we spend our time, you know, the kind of movies we like. And just because we totally vibe on music, he's put me on to some of the best music I've ever heard. And, you know, things like that in general doesn't mean that we like the same movies. He watches the worst movies ever. I sit through 1,000,001 horrible, horrible movies. Dude, I get 10% movie time that's actually something I give a fuck about watching. He watches terrible movies. And, you know, now and I know he doesn't like it. And see, that's a problem, right? Because I would always, you know what I'm saying? The phone would go down and we would, you know, watch TV together and stuff. I don't do that anymore. I'm not watching these horrible flicks. I'm not doing it. I would rather be on my phone doing shit I want to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And that is a change in how we have done things. There's like a perfect example. And it's such a stupid change. But I also know when he's inside, he likes my freaking attention. And I don't want to watch stupid movies. He's a terrible movie picker. He loves the stupidest movies on the planet. I've never watched such horrible movies. And you see what a big deal it is that I'm talking about it. And it is the dumbest fucking thing ever. But, like, it's a problem because I'm not watching the movie with him anymore. I'm not going to suffer through it, right? And then things change. There goes some changes I was talking about. I don't understand what's happening, but, like, things are changing. And this has never happened to me before. And I really think it's because of our age. We are so stuck in our ways. I really want that to be the excuse here. You know, no matter what happens, right? Like, if I stay with him or I leave him, like, at the end of the day, it's just simply because we're both stuck in our ways. You know what I'm saying? We're not 25 and learning life and, you know, getting to learn how to learn your partner. And now we're at a point in our lives where we're both who we are. We want what we want. We don't want what we don't want. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, God, it's terrible. This is terrible. I feel like a little girl. Like, on the phone with her bestie. Because when I was a little girl, I definitely had homegirls. I really did. I had little girl besties for sure when I was a little girl. You know, on the phone with my besties, like, oh my God, what do I do? Because I don't know what to do. But I don't think that because things are starting to make me angry. And I don't want to be angry. And I don't want anybody in this house to see me angry. because I know what I'm capable of when I'm angry, because I'm fucking ignorant, I'm ratchet, you know what I'm saying? I am those things. And I know that I can easily revert to old behaviors. That's something I've done even for the last 5 years in general, while trying to be a better human. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't even want it don't need to go there. But I'm starting to get like, not angry, because angry is not the right word, but like starting to get irritated as fuck. I really am. I'm starting to get irritated about some shit. You know, my sister from another mister and myself have talked, you know, throughout the entire relationship about, you know, just this little thing or that little thing, or maybe it was a big thing, and then, but was it a big thing? And, you know, we would talk it out, and, you know, she's been married a couple times, so, you know, her latest husband is very similar to my boyfriend, and in certain ways, and her and I are very similar in ways, and, you know, she's helped me navigate, you know, how to deal, I guess, with it, or, you know, see past it. And I'm just wondering if I'm like making excuses, right? And my friend wants me to believe in what I want to believe in, right? And that's true love, and, you know, things are going to work out, and that's why you put your time and energy into somebody, and, you know, things are going to be greater later, and, you know, they're going to look a certain way. And even though I don't even have any expectations right now, it's just like there's issues that I foresee in the future even. And it's like, you know what, I'm almost answering my own questioning. I really am. I really am doing that. I don't know. But again, they shouldn't be make or breaks, but like they're also not acceptable. Or at least some of them are not acceptable, right? Like, or they are like things I've never dealt with before, so like why would I deal with them now? Or they're simply just not in uniform with the way that I've conducted every relationship in my life. You know, there's certain things, you know, that have come up where it's like, wait a second. No, hold on, because like I've never had that in any relationship in my life. You know what I mean? It's just so different. And I think that really goes to show like how different people can be, because I've never been with somebody so damn different than me while being so much the same and having so much in common and totally getting each other and vibing and fucking having this great connection. And that's what I'm saying. See, it's like all these beautiful things, but at the end of the day, like, you're an adult, Tyra, and you're basically saying exactly like what the issues are, right? There's literally like one resolution. You stick around and, you know, like you keep, I guess, putting time into something that, you know, like there's issues now, or you say goodbye. You know what I'm saying? And oh God, that makes me so sad to even like think of not seeing him every day, right? But at the end of the day, both of us have to be happy. And like, if we're not seeing eye to eye on these things now, like, we're not ever going to. So it's like, do I just like put a bunch of things that I've, you know, checked off as like never will I accept, and just like let them go because I'm 44? Is that what you do when you get old and you're still single and shit and not tied down? Do you just like accept, you know, new things? You know what? I could probably accept a good 50% of the things. I really could, but I just don't think I could accept the other 50% because they're just like not acceptable. And again, it's not even bad things. I don't know. I don't know. This shit's crazy and I don't like it. And I'm saying to myself, like, dude, why did you get into a relationship? Why did you do that? Why? And bro, I knew as it was happening. Tyra Nichole What is wrong with you, girl? Like, no, you need to focus on you. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get your shit together. You got a whole bunch of shit you gotta, like, fulfill and do and, you know, dreams to achieve, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Why did I get in a relationship? Because this motherfucker was really, really there for me at the lowest of low. Unfortunately, I was cut off yesterday, and I took the time to edit this video, so I've listened to everything I've said, and I think I've left you guys with enough information to give me some advice on this one. Obviously some things have transpired. I will definitely make an updated video in the next couple days, just to kind of let you guys know, like, you know, the talks that we've had, the things that we've accomplished or come to agreement on, or, you know, whatever the case may be, whether it works out, whether it doesn't, you know, those things. And I'll definitely keep you guys updated. But yeah, I've given you guys a lot. I definitely poured my soul out on this one, and I do appreciate you guys listening. It was definitely all over the place, but I mean, it wouldn't be a Tyra video, you know, with me trying to figure out life if it wasn't rambly and jumbled and all over the place. So thanks for sticking around this long. If you did make it this far, put that purple heart in the comment section, because, you know, number one, I love to see them. Number two, I gotta know who the real ones are. Appreciate you guys. Definitely sound off below if you feel comfortable, of course. We know there's weirdos stalking the comment sections of my videos. Yeah, if you feel comfortable enough. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, Girl Scouts.